I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war, we surrender. False word. Important news are giving you pieces.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla. And I know, there's no camera today. My apologies. Frankly, I'm just a slob today. I was awake way later than usual, after midnight, a combination of fireworks, listening to different streams, and then of course LDG getting me to play a round of Cards Against Humanity, and it turned out to be the slowest players in Cards Against Humanity I've ever seen, but it was fun. But I then got a terrible amount of sleep. My CPAP machine wasn't set up correctly or something, and then I had to sleep again during the day, and by the time I woke up, I hadn't shaved, I hadn't washed. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, even for me, this is a bad day. So no camera today. Of course, Mama Bray says I'm handsome, beautiful as always, but moms have to say that. Or at least in my experience, they do, whether it's true or not.
I only speak the truth.
Oh, Mama Bray says she only speaks the truth. Well then, what was wrong with all those other girls over the years? But whatever. Not Ryan Johnson was first in the chat and says, hello in Qapla. Hail Caroga, hail Caroga. Kronos is first, and he says, son of a bitch, not. It's okay, Kronos, close enough. Thomas Potts says, hello, Thomas. Kronos is hey to Pats. Thomas Pats now? I don't know. And Kronos says, what is TubeU up to again? And sub-only model, WTF, wireless telecommunications facility? Oh no, that was because last night, Resolute Germ was doing his Orville stream. Captain Track was up on the panel, and it was the episode Lasting Impressions, which was the very good episode, in my opinion, that guest starred Tim Russ as Tuvok, and they were going through the old cell phone in the time capsule, And Tim Ross is like, oh, look, a friend said I need to get a new phone. And instead of saying wireless telecommunications facility, they just replied with WTF. Oh, I always really like that line. Kronos' Lube 2 sucks. Lube 2, is that YouTube? YouTube sucks? That's okay, Kronos. You can say YouTube sucks. Apparently, YouTube doesn't mind people saying YouTube sucks, although YouTube has problems with other words. And we're going to get into a little bit on free speech in a little bit, because yesterday was the 4th of July, Independence Day here in the United States. Happy to say, although it was a very loud day here in New York, of course, all fireworks from civilians are completely illegal in New York, like most guns are. Our crack team of politicians and police officers are unable to enforce any type of prohibition. And it was just another, I don't know, you were living in the Macy's Day Parade. We had fireworks going off in front of the house, fireworks going off behind the house. And I don't mean kids lighting off firecrackers or the occasional bottle rocket. I mean the big aerial bombs that cost like $40 a shell. And there was, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of pyrotechnics lit off within thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of pyrotechnics lit off within, I'd say, a 500-yard radius of this house last night. And God knows how much in the greater Queens, Flushing, Bayside area. No doubt millions of dollars. Beautiful if you went outside to watch it. Terrified you if you have the PTSD. And if you are a beagle doggy with big beagle ears, you were not too happy until Mama Prey cuddled with Sassy, and then Sassy fell asleep with Mama Prey, and then she was okay. So we tried to give her some medication the vet gave us to calm her down for noise events, for noise aversion. Completely and utterly useless. Couldn't even get her to take the medication. But like with many things, Mama Prey was able to save the day for Sassy. Chrono says we need more lube in Caroga. No, we do not. Chrono says it's a dry heat. Not today. Jesus Christ. The humidity today is icky. Like we closed the windows, even though it was cool out relatively. The humidity made it terrible. Like I have the heat at like 70, the air at 78, and it's freezing cold when it blows on you. But as soon as it stops, the humidity comes right back, and you feel like you're in a swamp. Chrono says you'll see us all soon. LDG says justice for the Lakota. If you guys watched Orville Nation stream last night, Orville Nation did a stream where a woman who worked with Alex Kurtzman and the Star Trek Discovery team was talking about how she, and by extension, members of the Lakota tribe have been allegedly, I will say allegedly, mistreated by the powers that be at CBS Paramount. It is quite a long interview, 3+ hours, I believe. But if you are interested, check it out. Be aware This woman being somebody who worked with Star Trek Discovery people, she has opinions that are quite different than my own and many of the people here in terms of what makes a quality Star Trek. Like, for instance, she was not a particular fan of Deep Space Nine, and she was a particular fan of Star Trek Discovery. So, you know, just be aware of that, and you can draw your own conclusions. That said, obviously, if CBS owes somebody money for work they have done, I think they should absolutely be being paid. And it's very disturbing to hear that possibly artists and creative types are not being paid for work they were asked to do. And this is like Alan Dean Foster. We heard from Disney. We know Disney's not paying their creatives because they think they can get out of it because, I don't know, they bought Star Wars from Lucas, so somehow that gets them out of contract, which is obvious bullshit. But this isn't even that. There's no reason that this person shouldn't have been paid if indeed we are getting the story from her. I only say allegedly because there's usually 2 or more sides to every story, and of course we only heard one side of the story last night. Kronos is going to lurk for now. Don't hold it against him. No problem, Kronos. And oh no, we got shit. We got Kissing Dax, but it didn't show up. What if I do it again? Breaking news from Jimmy Olsen, who donated $1. Says Richard Donner, Superman director, passed away at age 91. Oh my God. 91. Well, you know what? God bless him. It is a pretty long life. The Richard Donner Superman director, the Donner cut. Well, yes, Mama, pray.
I'm starting to believe 91 was the
I understand. Yeah, Mama pray. 91's not that old, I suppose. It's all a matter of perspective. What did I forget? No, I know. I animated bird of prey view screen, widescreen view screen avatar, Yitza, the Starship Loop. I forgot to add I need to add a, oh geez, okay, give me 1 second. I've got to add a layer to this. You can see this is a new slide because I haven't used this one before. I need to add the animations when we get a super chat. So let's see, what was that under? If I add HTML web browser, is that it? Let me see. Display, game, image, media, NDI, scene, VLC. I guess it's browser component. Yes, browser component. Create new, no, add existing. Alert box, StreamYard. Yes. Okay. There we go. And let's see it again. Okay. Well, it's not kissing Dax, but next time it will work. Jimmy Olson, thank you so much for the donation, Jimmy Olson, and thank you for the updated news. Rest in peace, Richard Donner. So then I was telling people that OBS had crashed, and that's why I was a couple of minutes late, and it did. I had just got ready to start, and OBS crashed, probably because I've been leaving OBS running 24/7 these days, since I use OBS when I show off my playing Call of Duty Warzone on random streams. So I just leave OBS running all the time, and it's not used to being open. It's not made to be open 24/7. So Jedi Bill says hello, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Brother Warrior, and hail Caroga. Hail Jedi Bill. Sorry about that. Hail Jedi Bill, thank you. Bradley Briggs is in the house. Professor Brainy Specs is here, and he does not believe that OBS crashed. I crashed OBS like I crashed a plane, Professor. I don't see what's so hard to believe. Resolute Germ says hi all, and Qapla, says John Araki. Professor Brainy Specs calls me late Prey, of course. And Jedi Bill says hello yet again, Professor Brainy Specs, and hail Caroga. John DeMarco's here and blames Matthew. We can always blame Matthew. And John Araki put in a $1 super chat. Thank you, John Araki, during the opening credits. I completely forgot about that. Thank you, John Araki. Bradley Briggs says Bird taught OBS how to drive. Did he? Yes. Yes, I did, apparently. Captain Trax says Bird of Prey, Kronos, John Araki, hello. Mountains of Elysium says happy day after Lucky Escape Day to all the viewers from the UK, and greetings Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, Sisso Prey, Ball Buster, Nephew O Prey, and fellow nerds. I did get to video chat with Nephew O Prey a few minutes before coming on. He is doing well. Sisso Prey had yet another birthday party for him on the 4th of July. With friends from her old job came over to see him. So that was yet another. This kid is having a month of birthdays, which is good for him. Unfortunately, you'll probably remember none of them. And Super Blubberpuss, thank you for renewing your membership now 3 months in a row. I know you probably didn't have to do anything, but still, nevertheless, it is appreciated. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Thomas Bott says hello to Jeff, John, and Deej, who say hello back. The Random Menace is here, says greetings from the future. Greetings, Random Menace. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Sassy. Chaser of this is new. Chaser of Hessations, Eater of Muskets, Stalker of Loyalists, and Scourge of the Redcoats. And my phone made a very funny noise. What was that about? Oh, I might have got a post on Twitter. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We'll worry about that later. Chaser of Hessians, Eater of Muckets, Stalker of Loyalists, and Scourge of the Redcoats. Arooooooooo! Thank you. Mountains of Elysium, a 4th of July based Independence Day for Sassy. Jedi Bill says hello to Thomas. Thomas says hello to Jedi Bill. Mountains of Elysium is greetings to people. Lots of people are saying hello to everybody else. Mountains of Elysium says Bird of Prey is European confirmed. If you're American when you go into the bathroom, and you're American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you when you're in the bathroom? European. That's one of the oldest jokes I know. Deej says hi to mountains. Thomas Watts says bird of prey. I thought only Europeans don't bathe. Sometimes your inner European just comes out. Positive Candor says, so it's all right for LDG to play teenage-related card games, but not computer games. Go figure. Cards Against Humanity is not a teenage-related game. I mean, might be popular amongst teenagers, but it's an adult game. Jedi Bill says hello, Thomas Potts, Brother Warrior, and hail Caroga. And I don't care what games people play. I don't know of any kids-based games that I've ever complained about. Deej Odyssey says bird is French now. I guess I took after the French today. Professor Brainy Specs says Qapla, bird of prey, Qapla, Professor. John Iraqi says subscribe mode forever. Well, John Iraqi, it means you just have to be a subscriber. You don't have to pay. Remember, subscribe to the channel is free. That just means you hit the red subscribe button and I get a subscriber. And that number gets higher and higher and it makes me feel more powerful. But it doesn't cost anybody anything to be a subscriber. So yeah, don't confuse it with channel member, which is where you pay monthly to be a channel member. I'm never going to force people to be a member well, never's a long time, but I highly, highly, highly doubt I will ever get to the point where people will need to be a member to chat. Members have their own, and in fact, I do know I haven't done the member stream this month. I apologize. I will do one shortly. I had been sick, and but we'll make up for it. And Arabic Sonder with $1 super chat. Thank you, Arabic Sonder. You got a little Commander Shran there. Wishing you, thanking you for that $1. Little Andorian ale. Professor Brainy Specs says Qapla. What do we got? Wesley, was that Wesley? Did I see Wesley Crusher's name? Oh man, we're behind. We're behind in the chat. Wesley Crusher says greetings everyone. Greetings, Wes. John Iraqi says speak up, Wesley. Wow, that's the opposite. That's the opposite. And everybody's yelling now, YouTube sucks. I guess that's how far back I was. The Catman D.D. Myers says, bird of prey, Qapla. Hope you and the family are doing well. We are, Catman. Thank you. Positive Candace's error. Did you say crack? Did I? Does anybody want some crack? Wesley Crusher says, bird of prey. My house was shaking from the freedom bombs. My dog nearly pooped himself. I am sorry to hear that, Wes, specifically about your doggy, because he does not understand that every one of those bombs was an American celebrating their freedom. And we have reason to celebrate. Now, granted, I think we probably could do it better because there are those amongst us, specifically veterans, who fought and, have come back traumatically changed from the fighting, and the loud noises is one of the things that unfortunately triggers their PTSD. So as beautiful as a big aerial bomb exploding in air, creating a beautiful light show is, we could probably find a better way to celebrate that's a little bit quieter. That would be beautiful for everybody. and also pet friendly. But if we can't do that, we should at least limit the celebrating to the one day of the year when we know it's going to happen so we can plan ahead, and not for like the 30 days before the holiday like it currently happens in my neighborhood, where at any given day you could hear, fireworks. So, but yes, America does have a lot to celebrate. We are really the last nation in the world with even a shred of free speech remaining. And by free speech, of course, there's various types, but from the government. Still in this country, you can say almost anything. It's not a direct threat. Okay, now a direct threat isn't free speech, but you can have an opinion and say, it is my belief that X, Y, and Z is true, or X, Y, and Z should happen, or that X, Y, and Z should, all die a horrible death. Now, I'm not suggesting people say that, but you can, and the government doesn't do squat about it, and that's good reason, because it is free speech. There are countries now in the world, including countries that speak English, countries that are very close to us, countries that we declared independence from, but otherwise had very little problems with over the years, where it is not legal to say things anymore, even in your own home. If you are turned in by someone for saying something, perhaps something about a political class, or let's say a gender that you feel may or may not even exist, and it's said in your home, but someone in your home overhears it, and they don't like you, and they report you to the police. The police may come into your home and arrest you for your speech because you have made hate speech. And in these countries now, hate speech is illegal. And it's scary. That is scary, because until recent years, these countries had freedom of speech. When I went to London in 2005, I would have felt free to say almost anything I wanted in a park, outside Buckingham Palace, on Tower Bridge, inside the London Eye, standing in front of the Institute for Electrical and Electronic Engineers, anywhere we went, would have felt free to say just about anything. Perhaps not something about the Queen, but that would be more because I feared, reprisal than legal, physical reprisal from average citizens than legal reprisal. And also I would have not said anything about, specific soccer teams, because A, I don't really know that much, and B, I know they take their soccer or football pretty seriously. But if I wanted to say, hey, so-and-so was the worst prime minister you ever had, and I'm happy he or she no longer walks this earth, as shitty as a person as that would be, I would feel free to say it. But now, if I said something that I would say is less offensive to me, I could be arrested. In the United States, however, Will Wheaton recently used his freedom of speech combined with the freedom that Twitter gives him to, or Facebook gives him to not cancel his account, to say some nasty things. And although I went off on Will Wheaton for being a scumbag for saying those things, I want Will Wheaton and everybody listening to know that I would fight to my death, if need be, for the right of Will Wheaton to say those things. Because popular speech does not need protection. Popular speech does not need protection. The First Amendment, nobody gives a shit about popular speech. If you are saying what everyone else is saying, it doesn't require protection. The First Amendment is about unpopular speech. It is about stuff that gets you angry. It is about stuff that burns you on the inside. It's about the stuff that makes you cry. It's about the stuff that makes you hate. You hate the person who is saying the things, but you have to realize you need to love the law that allows them to say it. You cannot have free speech if you cannot separate the speech from the message, or the freedom, the right from the message. Okay, you can hate what I'm saying, but you have to love the fact that I can say it, or else you do not understand what it is to have free speech. And part of that is jokes, okay, is humor. I know I go far sometimes when I do humor, when I do jokes. Some jokes, like, what are you when you walk into a bathroom? And what are you when you walk out? You're American. What are you when in the bathroom? European. Sometimes, those are those jokes, that haha. But then there are times I go dark, very, very dark. And you guys know this. Okay? And 90% of the time, 95% of the time, whatever joke I'm talking about, it probably doesn't pertain to you personally. So you don't really give it a second thought. You're like, well, I can't believe he went there, but then you move on. But every once in a while, I will tell a joke that you personally are not going to like, because maybe it involves your family, or your religion, or your national origin, or your country, or your ancestors, or whatever it is. It is a joke, though. Okay? And you can either make fun of everything. We either have the permission to make fun of everything or anything, or we can't joke about anything. The moment we say, haha, this is okay, but this is too far. You can't joke about that. No, because then you've given up your freedom of speech. And I will not do that. And I am sorry if I've said things that you found offensive over the years. I had somebody today, a good online friend, message me upset over jokes I told yesterday, telling me to take their wrench back and shove it as far up my ass as I possibly could. Number one, if they're listening, and I'm not looking at the chat now, so I wouldn't know if they are. If you're listening, I've forgiven you already. I don't care that you are angry. I understand that you're angry, and it's perfectly natural to not like the fact that I made fun of something you care a lot about. Okay? But guess what? I'm not apologizing for saying it. I'm apologizing that you're upset that I said it. Okay? I would say it again, given the opportunity, because we either can make fun of everything or we can't make fun of anything. And the greatest example I can think of in the mainstream media is with one particular world religion. And because YouTube does not believe in freedom of speech, I will tiptoe around the issue, but I think we all know what I'm talking about. There was one particular religious figure that we are not allowed to make fun of, not legally, but in Hollywood or on social media without being so-called canceled, right? Jesus Christ, you can make fun of Jesus Christ all you want. You can make artwork of Jesus. You can call it art and put Jesus on a cross in a glass jar of gelogia and say, oh, this is artwork, right? And you can have it on display at a museum funded by taxpayer dollars, and it is artwork. Okay? You could draw a cartoon of Noah from the flood, looking at a bunch of people drowning in the distance, and he could be saying, hey, I've got 2 spots left on this ark of mine, who's got the most money? You could do it. It wouldn't be, I don't want to find it funny, but you could do it, and nobody is going to stop you. Nobody is going to cancel you, and life goes on. But if you draw one particular person from one particular religion, even if it's not in any offensive way, obviously offensive way, if you just draw him and point an arrow and say, oh, by the way, that's so-and-so, you've got riots and holy war on your hands, and you will be canceled. Hollywood will not run it. They will disavow you. They will fire you. Governments will make try to bury you. In the United States, you can't technically be arrested, but they will do their damnedest to shut it down. And if you are in a European country, you will very well likely be arrested for hate speech. For hate speech, because you pointed an arrow at a person, a stick figure, and put a specific name to him. Or had you put any other name in the entirety of language, right? If you pointed and said, this is Joe, Joseph, John, Paul, Ringo Starr, this is George Washington, this is Abraham Lincoln, this is Wesley Snipes, this is Anti-Tracker, this is Birdo Prey 5, okay? Anybody, you could say this is Mamo Prey. Nobody's going to give a shit. But if you say this one name, World War III. World War III. Ridiculous. Okay? You have to be able to make fun of everything, or you are not allowed to make fun of anything. So I am sorry that you were offended that I made fun of your ancestors or a situation involving your ancestors. But I am not sorry that I had the freedom to do so. And I'm not sorry I did it. I'm sorry you're offended I did it. Now, that said, I'm ready to move on. You are always welcome here. I don't intend to take away your wrench unless you give me reason to do so. Okay? If you demand, you say, listen, I thought about it. I really don't want to be associated with your channel anymore, and ask me to take away your wrench nicely, then I'll do it. But if you just think that you're going to get mad at me and it's going to be my fault that you're not wrenched here, fuck you. Okay, no. If you don't want to be wrenched here, you let me know. You tell me I can't deal with this anymore. I don't want to be associated with you. Fine. I'll unwrench you. Go about your life. We can move on as adults. But I am not going to take the blame because I told a joke and that one hit too close to home. When every other day you're up here, you are telling jokes about everything else. And I support you. I applaud it. Some are fun, some are not. God knows I have people on this stream who tell jokes about 9/11, who've told jokes about all types of things. Some I found offensive, some I've not. But when I find things particularly offensive, generally I stay more quiet about it because I feel like if I make it known what offends me, we know people are just going to make more jokes about it. But one thing that does get me, and I've told people about it before, is like 9/11 conspiracy nonsense. And but you know what? I don't stop people from coming up to say those things because if you want to, go ahead, make fun of yourself, make fun of it. If you need to do it, I'm not going to stop you because I am a free speech absolutist. YouTube might not be, right? I wish I could offer you a place where you could come up here and joke about the bad people from Germany and, anything. Tell jokes that aren't allowed in movies anymore. Tell jokes that aren't allowed on TV anymore. I wish I could offer you that place. I can't because YouTube doesn't allow it. And I can't afford a server farm that would compete or rival YouTube. But if YouTube allows it, you're goddamn right I'm going to allow it. So that's the best I can do. And I hope I haven't bored everybody with my opinions on free speech. But given the date proximity to the 4th of July, I think we needed a reminder on what is free speech and what needs protection. Okay, and it's the off-color joke. It's the joke about somebody's parents or grandparents, or the shape of somebody's eyes, or the smell of somebody's skin, or the accent of somebody's uncles. Those are the jokes that need protection. Okay, the jokes that are funny and the jokes about what you're doing when you're in the bathroom, European, those don't need protection. Those don't need freedom of speech. Nobody's trying to cancel them. People what needs protection is the aristocrats. And if you don't know what the aristocrats is, I'm not going to tell you, but you could Google it. And it is a extremely pornographic, not pictures, just words, just pornographic comedy bit that comedians of old days used to tell to each other as a way of, I don't know, becoming comfortable talking about things that most people are not comfortable talking about. And if you could get through this bit without cracking yourself up, or without cracking your voice, or without, I don't know, just crying, getting embarrassed and leaving, then you had some talent. You had some serious talent. And if you Google it, you can see some famous comedians of years past telling this most foul, most awful, awful joke. It's not even a joke, just a story called The Aristocrats. It's disgusting. But that is what requires protection. That's what requires free speech. Not, dad jokes. And now I am hours behind in the chat, even though we've only been live for like 45 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's been longer. I'm not sure. Let me get back to the chat. Breaking news: Richard Donner, Superman director, passed away. Deej, thank you for that update too. I'm sorry somebody had to super chat it. I would have gotten to it eventually. Kronos is Bird of Prey. Hello world. It's Kronos O Prey 5. Qapla. Qapla to you, Kronos. Wesley Crushers is Bird of Prey. Caroga is a swamp. Darn the swamp. Drain the swamp. No, darn the swamp. Well, we're going to drain the swamp, Wesley. We're draining the swamp. But yeah, the humidity, sometimes it gets a bit swampy. Kronos says he'll be right back. He's taking off his pants. TMI, Kronos, TMI. It'd be easier if you never even put them on. Mountains of Elysium says CBS and other big corporations not paying people. Imagine my shock. I know. I personally might question why I would still be working there after a year of not being paid, let alone 2, let alone 3. But, that's me personally. Certainly, if you haven't been paid for 3 years, then I get it. You deserve something, but we got one side of the story. And Wesley Crusher with a $2 super chat says, I challenge you to a totally real Carogan war simulator. Wesley Crusher, awesome. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we will be playing Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Epic Ultimate Battle Simulator. While we do an open line stream tomorrow. So it will not be Call of Duty Warzone. It will be Battle Simulator and open lines. And Caroga will be battling Turkestan in battle after battle after battle. And Wesley, if you are available, I would love for you to be on the panel as my vice general in charge of battle tactics. As we wage war on Turkestan tomorrow. Thomas Potts says, how has CBS fired Will Wheaton? Yet I doubt it. Doubt it, Thomas, and would not hold my breath. The Random Menace with a €2 super chat says, you can make fun of me, but remember laser sharks. Yes, laser sharks Random Menace is definitely somebody who has sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking heads. Oh, Loki's. Oh, can't. Sorry. I can't cut off William Shatner yelling, "Con!" Loki's Mornings of Mischief is in the chat and says, Bird of Prey, some people just can't help themselves. They burn their bridges, they act a fool, they go out of their way to start drama, yet use others to promote themselves. It's always about them. Some people do that. The people I was talking about, I don't know if I would say that was their issue. This was literally a free speech issue, but I don't think you're wrong, Loki. Some people do go out of their way to promote themselves. And Aussie O'Prey, oi! Aussie O'Prey has a YouTube channel with a £2 sterling super chat. Aussie, you're in the wrong country, Aussie. Says, if I don't get the kissing Dax, I'll kick your butt. Oh, Aussie O'Prey. Oh, let's hope you get the kissing Dax. Oh no. You got Shran. Wait. We can fix it. We can fix it. No, we can do better than that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry. I can't let Aussie O'Prey down. I don't usually take matters into my own hands like that, but Jesus. You don't want to get Aussie O'Prey upset. If you think the drop bears are angry, you don't want to be around when Aussie O'Prey gets angry. It's a million times worse. Wesley says 91 is pretty good. We would be lucky if Bird survives to be 91. You're damn right. We'd be lucky if I survived to be 91. Frankly, be lucky. Well, I know. I don't. Okay. I can't say. Mama Pray gets sad when I talk about things like that. Kronos says, I don't like Caroga or Turtistan. Well, Kronos, nobody's perfect. Positive Candor says, where is Garfield? Oh no, I forgot Garfield. Shit. We got to add Garfield. Add image Garfield. Add existing Garfield. Okay. There we go. There we go. We've got Garfield. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. I know that probably triggered Yosef. A Positive Candor. I'm sorry. Thank you, Positive Candor said that. Where's Garfield? I know it was probably triggering Yosef. I knew I missed something. The problem was I made this screen for a video and I was never intending to use it for a live stream. But then today I figured I best use it for the live stream. John DeMarco is hailing Trash Canistan. Yeah, Andrea Seabrook has been MIA for a while. Every once in a while, she messages me on Twitter, says hello, sees how things are going, says she'll be around again, but haven't seen her in a while. Kronos loves Trash Pandas. Wesley says, who is Weasley? Wesley. We know. Kronos is Bird of Prey. How many tabs do you have open? Kronos, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 YouTube tabs. 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 22 to the halfway point. So, I'd say 44 tabs are open on my main browser. And then I have other browsers. And LDG of Geeks Enjoy has become a member, a Carogan citizen again. The former first citizen has now returned to the likes of Carogan citizen. Thank you so much, LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Qapla, welcome back. Welcome back. And you've retained your blue status. So, very cool. Thank you. You don't. I guess YouTube does not start you back again, which is fine, which is good. So you kept your blue. Your blue 5. Feeling blue, oh so blue. I don't know. I thought there was a song there. Kronos is Bird of Prey. How many tabs? Yes, at least 44. And who is this? Positive Candor. Carogan Orphan. Qapla Positive Candor. Thank you so much. Welcome to the welcome Positive Candor to Carogan Orphan level. I appreciate it. Yes, you are a new member. Thank you, Positive Candor. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Anyone else want to become a member while we're on a streak of members? Professor Brainy Specs is Bird of Prey. You are late more than you crash. It's a slight difference, but enough to believe you were late because you are late all the time instead of OBS crashing. I understand your logic, Professor, but I disagree with it. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies is in the house and says, Qapla! Qapla, Mr. Lundell. Time to take up your batleth. And, I don't know, give it a good old workout. Maybe cut out a wall in your house. You know, if you have a non-load bearing wall, just chop that thing down with your batleth. Work off some Klingon spirit. Kronos says, what's a blubber? Are you talking about because Mr. Blubberpuss? Don't worry about it. Kronos says, what a strange name. D.D. Myers is Bird of Prey. What's a joke? What's joke? I told you at least 2 jokes. D.D. says, howdy to LDG. Bird is an elitist, yells Kronos. Of course I am. I'm God Emperor. How much more elitist can one get? Oh shit, I jumped across a vast number of chats. Fuck. Dr. Alex is in the house. Oh my God, I am way behind. Holy shit. Okay, so unfortunately YouTube literally erased a bunch of chats, so I am now at the top of the window. The oldest chat I can see just says Pflugerville and question mark ass rant. No. I hope I did not lose any important messages between there. But Jesus, we were way behind. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, what joke did you say that upset someone? I'm not going to get into it, Wes. It doesn't matter. I tell a lot of jokes, and I'm sure a lot of jokes upset a lot of people. So be it. Loki says, more greetings to mountains of Elysium. Wesley says, it's illegal to make fun of Bird of Prey. That is not allowed. No, it is not only not illegal, it is encouraged. Oh, maybe not encouraged, but it's perfectly fine. Professor says, Wesley, I will make fun of Bird of Prey if I want. That is the Carogan spirit, Professor. And you said you've been kidnapped. Kronos says, Bird of Prey, you can tell me, Mr. So-and-so. No and no. Professor Brainy Speck says, I don't point. It's not nice, Bird of Prey. Don't point. It's not nice. I don't think I was pointing. Pflugerville says, what triggered Bird? Freedom, America, seeing America, not to besmirch, but seeing that we're alone in the world in our vigilance for freedom of speech. Loki says, how do you piss off Bird? He's the most chill guy I can imagine. One way is to be UPS and to ask my location every fucking time. UPS knows how to trigger me. But I wouldn't say I was triggered. I would say I was teaching a lesson. Or not teaching a lesson. I don't want to be presumptive. I was trying to explain my feelings on the matter. And why, you're going to get an apology in that I'm sorry you were offended, not I'm sorry I offended you. Preach it, Brother Bird, says LDG. Daniel's Hot Topic says, hey, Bird, what's up? The sky, Daniel. The sky, mountains, tops of trees, stars, they're all up. Some are also down, surprisingly, unless you subscribe to a certain flat earth theory, in which case everything's just up. Thomas Bott says, so is someone who has a wrench that narrows it down. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings to LDG. Mar Krell says, oh wait, I never got a wrench. Mar, here you go. Here you go, Mar. You've been wrenched. Loki says, birds dropping the F-bomb. That's something. Oh, Loki. You and Mexican Iron Man, you have no idea how often I drop the F-bomb and all the other letters of the alphabet bombs. I think you're just lucky. You never got to see it much. But, yeah, it happens quite a bit. Miss Londell says the speech deserves as many thumbs up as humanly possible. Make it so. Thank you, Mr. Londell. Kronos says, I can't take the shame, Jeff. Don't worry, Kronos. You can take plenty of shame. Wesley says, I lost my wrench for banning as many people as I could in a short time. You were butt banning. LDG agreed with Mr. Londell. Dee says, greetings to Daniel. Daniel says, what's going on? It sounds big. It was just me on a soapbox, Daniel. On a soapbox. Pflugerville says, hey to LDG. Carlo Albanese says, now I feel guilty about the out-of-date spam Bombo Prey save for Birdo Prey 5. No need to feel guilty, Carlo. I didn't eat it yet. Dr. Alex says, Qapla, Birdo Prey, hope you're doing well and are well. You certainly sound good. Thank you, Dr. Alex. Knock wood, I feel pretty good too. Bobby Archaic says, Qapla, Birdo Prey, Qapla, Bobby. Good to see you. Loki says, this entire take my wrench thing is childish. Get over it. An icon doesn't make you important in life. I agree. This isn't about wrenches. This isn't about, you know, if you're here on YouTube, if you're my friend on YouTube, or I consider you my friend, or you consider me your friend, or you did, the wrench has nothing to do with it. The wrench is just something that makes life easier for me. Okay. It's if you think I worry about who has a wrench, you putting too much thought into I literally will give a wrench to just about anyone. Okay, if I've seen you here more than 2 or 3 times and you haven't gone off on some type of tirade, and you want a wrench, you pretty much get a wrench. The only people who don't have wrenches are generally people who ask me to take them away because they butt ban people. And that's the only reason I generally take away a wrench, is because you accidentally ban people out of a mistake. And I understand not everybody can control their phones. Not everybody has, a case or whatever. So I get it. But like Pflugerville, if you wanted a wrench and you don't have one, you just need to ask. Either you told me to take it away at some point, or I forgot. But like Pfluger would certainly be allowed to have a wrench if he asked. Actor says, Bird missed me again. I'm sorry, Hector. Welcome, Hector. Lost me. I'm sorry to have lost you. Hector, I'm going to probably need your help in the not too distant future. I have a proposal I want to make to Paramount, and I'm going to need some Spanish translations. Like Hector, what's like she, her in Spanish, like pronouns, if you don't mind. Logie says, oh, poor me, take my wrench. Never speak to me, cry, cry. Simple, a different version of Kirk here. Let them cry. Let them cry. Let them die. Let them die. Kronos as well, Bird of Prey, you are ranting rather well today. I didn't think it was a rant. I really didn't. Actors says it's an inspiring 5th of July speech. The aristocrats. Aristocats? Is that what it's called? I thought it's aristocrats. Thomas says, wasn't a Disney movie. It might have been, but I don't think the premise was the same. I think it was a movie. Actor says, all this the fault of a dad joke. No. Crohn's and Bird of Prey, you are so very late. I am sorry. LDG says, any content creators, check out nerdrotica.com, where we will have freedom of speech, and Section 230 will start working for us. And Wesley challenges me to the war simulator. We will be doing that tomorrow. Bobby Arcade says, well, at least you're not behind because you were napping today. I know. I napped earlier, and I might nap again. Wesley, Bird of Prey tomorrow, not today. Yes, tomorrow. I believe you did tell me Tuesday. So tomorrow, Tuesday, is what it's planned for. Loki says, Bird of Prey, some people just can't help themselves. Oh, you read that. I read that, but we'll read it again. They burn their bridges, act a fool. They go out of their way to start drama, yet use others to promote themselves. It is always about them. And the Random Menace with his super chat from earlier says, you can make fun of me, but remember, laser sharks. Scary. When the Random Menace talks like a German, no offense to the Germans, but when he talks like a German, he is definitely an evil villain. Dee Meyer says rum and coke would work. Actor says the Random Menace, getting sharks into Slovakia must have been expensive and difficult. Cinnabon Bunny Qapla says, that's the game I used to make Chuck Norris fight 1,000 of Roos. Yes, thousands of Roos. Yeah, I know it's familiar. I know it's not a new game, but it is fun. It is fun to play with. Cronus is sharks with frickin' laser beams. Yes. We can have Aussie O'Prey. Speaking of Aussie O'Prey, we can have Aussie O'Prey fight Kurdistan too. So that could be interesting. Dr. Alex says hi to Cinnabon. Cinnabon says hello to Dr. Alex. Thought process is bird just said doo-doo. I did probably. DD Kronos says, oh dear Lord, no. Oh, Aussie O'Prey, yeah. Yeah, Aussie O'Prey, somebody did it. The Random Menace of the €2 super chat says, I am friend. Give me hammer. Wrenches are overrated. You know what? I'd rather a hammer over a wrench. It's true. You can make a wrench. You can make a wrench with a hammer, but you cannot make a hammer with a wrench. It's just some old Carogan wisdom there. File that in your brain under W for wisdom. Hail Caroga, Carlo Albanese. Kronos is Rip Garfield. No, Garfield is back. And Kronos says, welcome back, Garfield. Yeah, welcome back. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz, Qapla. Bird of Prey, I hope you had a great weekend. Pretty good weekend, Saul. Hope you did too. Carlos's Garfield has been ejected into space by Bird of Prey. No. Thomas is triggered. Sorry, Thomas. Don't worry. We'll get you back to Anti-Trekker's hole in the wall. You can go back and live there. And all he's going to demand from you are your Eagle Moss ships. Dee Myers says, hello, Garfield. Great to see you once more, even though Bird of Prey destroyed you. No, I didn't destroy him. Chris M. Collecting says, we need more Blazing Saddles in our lives. We do. We need the freedom that came with that. And Kronos' cats in space. Skull greetings from D.D. Myers. Skull for Loki. I can't do it as good as he can. The skull. That's the only thing. I'm not saying that about everything. I mean, I wouldn't know. Kronos is 20-ish, 40-ish. Damn. D.D. Myers is Bird of Prey. You have too many tabs open. Why so many? Because each tab open represents something I'm working on or intend to get back to. JJ, aka Sith Lord, says Bird of Prey, Qapla, bird, Qapla. Professor Brainspace says it's a trap. To LDG, actress says Bird has all the tabs. He's the tab master. I wonder if I could get that officially from Chrome. At Chrome, Google will change my YouTube name to Tab Master, and I would be the only Tab Master allowed. Aussie O'Prey says, Bird, I'm in the UK visiting Scottish O'Prey. Oi, you guys have a good old family reunion down there in Scotland. I'll have Irish O'Prey sail across the pond. D.D. Myers' Bird of Prey is hearing things again. That happens. And Kronos says, you can't make me one. Kronos, you're already a wrench. Professor Brandy Specs says, JP's, where is my book bag, Bird of Prey? What book bag? Do you want the book bag from the Star Trek Online store with that funky modern art on it? Well, because I got some bad news. It's not coming. It's never coming. My God. My God, so many chats. Oh, wow. How did we get this far behind? Chronos says go to Greytor. Go to Greytor. Dee Myers says Bird of Prey super behind. Absolutely. JJ Sith Lord says Bird of Prey Qapla, JJ. And Google donated $2 and got the Happy Baby animation. And says, congratulations on being named the new Tab Master. Thank you, Google. Official Google confirmation. I am the Tab Master. And thank you, Sith Lord Qapla. LDG says, Bird of Prey, lol, check out this. And I can't dare click on it now, LDG. It will ruin my where I am. I'm sorry. If you want to paste it in later when I get to the end, or send it as a Dear Bop, I can't click on it now. Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm offended at Bird of Prey's accents. I'm going to continue my subscription to listening to his live streams and videos to ensure he doesn't continue to do offensive behavior. And 47 Yorktown, thank you for renewing your membership now 10 months in a row as a friend of Caroga. Thank you. Kronos is lolling at every effing time, yeah. Not Ryan Johnson, Bird of Prey has triggered every time UPS asks about his package. Yes, I am triggered every time UPS wants to know about my package. Or really, when I want to know about my package, UPS triggers me. Wesley, Bird of Prey, off to work I go. See you tomorrow. Wes, have a good day at work, and I will see you tomorrow as a general in the Krogan army. Actors as Bird of Prey, have you watched America, the motion picture, Netflix? I have not. I am curious, though. I will try to look for the trailer or something later. JP says it's about male part size, damn it. Get it right. I don't know what he was responding to. Actor says she, her is Ella and does not translate. Awesome. So my pronouns in Espanol are Ella and does not translate, which I guess in Spanish is does not translate. Does not translate. Moxley fan, Qapla Moxley fan, says Qapla Bird, hope you and the family are doing well. Thank you, Moxley. Actors is Bird of Prey, I will help you. No problem. Thank you, Actor. 5th of Jaloja, says John Araki. Pflugerville says, oh my God, I wish it was Bird's birthday. It's so hot. Why would you want it to be hot on my birthday? Bobby Archaic says, the aristocrats with an R is the joke. Aristocrats without an R is the movie. Gotcha. Mountains of Elysium says, Bird of Prey, why do you discriminate? You let Ozzy O'Bray on your live streams, but not a word from Kiwi O'Prey. Kiwi O'Prey is a lot harder to get in touch with. You know, they're only a few hundred miles further out, but much harder island to reach. Actor says, Bird of Prey, you're making me read an article over the use of pronouns on Twitter. I hate this. Actor, I apologize. I will terminate my mind control powers now. Alpacas assemble, says Morris Joe Michaels. The alpacas have assembled for you, Morris. The alpacas have assembled. We were getting close. I think we were getting close. Wow. People are saying hi back to Morris. Dee Dee Myers says, Kronos, you always have had gas. Wow. I did not know that. That's a little personal. Carlo Albanese says 29 of Berto Prey's tabs are on how to get a cube through a round hole. Well, you drill away at the hole or the cube. Either one. Professor Brainy Specs says, Berto Prey, no, I told you we're having a PBS telethon. I guess not a book bag, a tote bag. Okay. A tote bag. My bad. Or my bag. Get it? See? That dad joke. Dee Dee Myers says, Berto Prey, you need to learn how to speed read. Oh, I can speed read, but I can't speed talk. That's the problem. Josh Reed says, place your bets on if Berto Prey can catch up with the chat before he falls asleep. Kronos' Great Thor is Klingon hell. Oh, Great Thor. Great Thor. Actually, I think that's Klingon devil. I don't think that's Klingon hell. But, you could be right. I thought that was Klingon's version of Satan. You are not Great Thor. No touching the bird. What? Why does nobody ever want to touch the bird? Spanish Opre. No, that's not Spanish Opre. Professor Brainy Specs says, Berto Prey, kick it up to warp 9. And Bobby Arcade says, ugh, aristocrats without the R. You got the point, though. Stupid phone autocorrect. I got it. I think I do. I don't know. Aristocrats. Either way, I don't know the difference. And Kronos is yaying to Satan. Great. A new low. Okay, guys. Okay. I am so sorry. If I missed your chat, I apologize. I truly do. I got epically behind on the chat today. Even YouTube was like, oh, F this. We're not going to let you go through every single chat. They jumped me at one point. So I'm sorry. If you put in the @BertoPrey5, I truly tried to read your chat. And if I missed it, just put in @BertoPrey5 again, and I will do my best to get to it. However, it is time to go on to some Dear Bops. So let me read these last couple of chats, and I think I will do a quick commercial break, and we'll get on to Dear Bops. Bobby Arcade, yes, the aristocrats. Admiral Zaval Qapla. Admiral says the Klingon version of Satan is called Feklar. Oh, that's okay. You're right. You are correct, Admiral. My bad. Kronos says, Berto Prey, take care. All I have to leave. Qapla, Kronos. And Professor Brainy Specs, Admiral Zaval, and yet the Klingons have no devil. Thomas Bond says, Berto Prey, Klingon doesn't know the Klingon mythology. Well, I don't have to worry about going to Great Thor or Feklar because I know I will be amongst the honored dead. Bobby Archaic says cats equal movie okay, gotcha. The movie Kratz equals joke. Okay. What's the one? Type 1 for fallen chats. I am sorry for the fallen chats. Here, watch a commercial.
Give me a mountain and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and smooth, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me a river, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
mine.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Hey, right now, Loblaws is having a huge frozen food sale. You can get tremendous value on over 50 frozen food items, frozen vegetables, frozen meat entrees, frozen concentrated juices, ice cream. If it's frozen, you can save plenty. Don't get left out on the cold. Come on in and stock up that freezer. Loblaws frozen food sale. Another reason why more than the price is right. Does he work here?
You're cool, you're crisp, you're hard to resist, you're right. Ooh, refreshing delight. Ooh, you're Canada dry. You're a singular style, you're a reason to smile. You're clever, you're neat, you're never too sweet. Ooh, you're Canada dry. You tickle, you make me laugh. Oh, ooh, you're Canada dry. Ooh, you're Canada dry. Do it up, F it up. Get that do it up feeling. Do it up.
Two great names in jeans do it up in style. With an exciting fall collection of denim and corduroy jeans in a rainbow of colors, Gloria Vanderbilt by Merjani and The Gap bring you the fit that stops traffic wherever you go.
Fall into the Gap.
Have a Gloria Vanderbilt fit at The Gap.
We are back. A couple more chats and we'll get to... Actually, there's something I want to get to before Dear Bob, but we'll be really close. Professor Brainy Specs is Bird of Prey. I want the Kenner Toys Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Slave One toy commercial. Yeah, it's a Star Wars commercial, so I don't know. I'll look. I'll see if I can find it. Mounted Elysiums is only $21, Bird of Prey. So only 2 ones. Jesus Christ. Only 2 ones, so never worry about missing chat. You do your best, and we are only teasing. Thank you, Mountains. Although I do feel bad. Moxie fans is Bird of Prey. Yes. Retro ads. Thanks, Bird. You are welcome. And Mars Joe Michaels says, Miss Garfield says hello and is listening. Thank you. Well, hello back. Hello back. Okay. Those jeans, though, says Moxley. Listen, those are lovely jeans. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Let's head over to our web browser. Paula Simpson, guys. You know her as Mrs. Doom, Admiral of Doom's widow. Paula Simpson, she joined us yesterday on Cinema Sunday. She's been on other streams. Paula has started her own YouTube channel. Many of her videos are of cats, including Locutus, the cat that Admiral of Doom used to have on quite a bit. She has a cat channel. She has only 13 subscribers. She's a very new channel, but she is a member of our community. So please help me help her by subscribing to Paula Simpson's channel. And I'll put the link in. And if you could help get her up to a comfortable amount of subscribers. And if you're interested in cat videos, that's even better. That's even better because those are generally what you find there. Bradley Briggs says at videos, she will do very well. I think you mean cat videos. Yeah, I think she'll probably, if she gets up to 100 subscribers and she can make her own little vanity URL, I think YouTube will start putting out some of her cat videos, and she'll probably get followers that the rest of us don't even get. But in the meantime, if we could help her out, that would be wonderful. And already up to 21 subscribers. You guys are awesome. So thank you very much. Paula, I don't know if you're going to watch this later or at some other point, even if you don't. I wish you nothing but the best, and welcome back welcome to YouTube as a creator instead of just a guest. Not that there's anything wrong with being a guest, but yeah. And Positive Candor puts in a link to the Star Wars Slave 1 commercial. Thank you, Positive Candor. Again, I can't go to it at the second, but I will open it in a new tab, so I will get to it. I will get to it at a later time and add it in if it can be added in, which I can't imagine it can't be, but cool. So now let's head on over to Dear Bop, and it's time to do the Dear Bops. And since, we've been going a while, there's not a ton of Dear Bops, but that's cool with me. Can you guys see it? Yes, you can. Okay. Dear Bop, hi Bird, Ivana again with Yuri Nater. We wanted to let you know that we will deliver our latest technology to you today via UPS. Does that make it a better opportunity for you? Ivana Tinkle. Ivana Tinkle. Hey guys, Ivana Tinkle. Maybe you should use the bathroom. Let's do our UPS check, our weekly UPS.com check, and it has continuously saved our tracking number. So good. Our location. So, okay, good. In fact, I bet if I go to UPS each week, it will save. Maybe the trick is not going to. Yes. So, Professor Brainy Specs with Bird of Prey. That's the Lego commercial from 2006. Here is the 1981 commercial. Okay, so you know what? We'll open that in a new tab. 2, and now we'll have both commercials. Fuck. We'll just do all Star Wars commercials. Who needs any other commercials? I'm kidding, of course, but we'll do both commercials maybe. Or maybe only one will work. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Professor. Again, I have it. It's open in another tab. So I now have 13 to 15 YouTube tabs open. This is how I get so many tabs. Dear Bob, if it isn't illogical to look for Ponfar, isn't it illogical to look for Ponfar in all the wrong places? Logically speaking, yes. It would be illogical to look for Ponfar in all the wrong places. However, when it comes to Ponfar, logic breaks down. Vulcans are not logical during the Ponfar. So, I wouldn't expect logic to... Logic doesn't survive the Ponfar. It is the one time they are not logical. And as, of course, Spock gave that great advice that after a while, you might find that having is not so pleasing a thing as wanting. It is not logical, but it is often true. And let me tell you, the first time I heard that as an adult, bam, it hit me. He was spot on. He was spot on. I am the ego. Wow. So this came in through email instead of through the anonymous form. But he says, don't tell my human, in parentheses, Chris Knight, but I have escaped again. I am thinking of starting a similar segment to your Dear Bop. What name should I give my segment? Dear Ego might work, but I am sure there is something grander that would be better represent my superiorness over others. I don't really need your help, but since you are the leader of Caroga, I will give you the chance to help and impart wisdom to me, seeing as you are obviously better than most humans. Or you wouldn't be a leader. Thank you, the ego. Well, the ego, you've come to the right place. And you are clearly a superior judge of character to have clearly judged me a superior person. You're welcome. So if I was Chris Knight's ego and I was doing a Dear Chris Knight kind of thing, I would name it Dear LDG. Because from what I can tell, LDG does just about all the work on your show, Chris. Every single day you're at LDG's backstage waiting for him to get something else prepared. So you should just go ahead and name it Dear LDG, since he'll probably be the one answering the questions too. Okay. Seriously though. Dear Ego, Dear Id, Dear Super Ego, Dear... Maybe it's not dear. Maybe dear isn't the right word, right? Dear is the problem here. Because Dear Bop is one thing, but it's not Dear Ego. It's Yo Ego. Yeah, that's it. You want to go, yo ego, I got a problem here. I go, what's your problem? It's like, well, my problem is with all these people around. They all look so stupid and ugly. How do I make them look, beautiful and hot and attractive like myself? And you're like, yo, put on these sunglasses and then they all look cool. And you're like, oh, thanks. Yo, ego. Yeah, what's up? Thank you. You're welcome. You see? I like it. Yo, ego. There's your fix. You got it. You're welcome. And you don't have to thank me. Moxley says, Bird, have you heard from Rock Solid Productions today? Surprisingly, I have not. I was sleeping most of the day, though. Mark Krause says, Bird of Prey, tell him, Dear Chrissy Wissy, works fine. And LDG is laughing his ass off. And he says, you just lit up the entire backstage, lol. Well, fuck your backstage. Why are they a backstage at they should be here. Professor Brain Expect says, I have a suggestion, Bird of Prey, but I think it would get me in trouble. You just say it. I'll say it out loud. Positive Candor says, Dear Slave One, Morris Joe Michael says, I heard it myself. Bird just said to me, I am the leader of Caroga. Bird of Prey 2021 clipped in my mind forever. LDG says, yo, we go. I like it. Morris Joe Michael says, alpacas win. Bird has surrendered. No. I did not say that. Mountains Elysium says, alcohol works at making others look good. That's true. Resolute Germ says, yet another pearl from the God Emperor. And LDG says they are. Okay. That's fine. They're at both places. Gotcha, Captain. Okay. Professor Braining Specs says Dear id-10-T, which looks suspiciously like Dear Idiot. No. That might be for another YouTuber, but not Chris Knight. Chris Knight is Yo Ego. Yo Ego, I need some help here. Like what's your problem now? Well, now my shoes are untied. How do I keep my shoes from getting untied? He'd be like, yo, just tie your shoes really tight next time and don't undo them. Just slip your foot in and out. I'm like, oh, thank you, Ego. That was so helpful. Also, you could get the Velcro shoes. They're going to be the future. Don't pay any attention to people who make jokes about Velcro shoes. They're just idiots. Mark Krause's Bird of Prey, you really think the backstage would not be here to watch you? Really? I thought you knew us by now. I'm sorry. I just, I hear backstage. I think you guys are doing something, a little naughty to LDG. I get jealous. Not in that way, though, because I know you guys, and frankly, I don't want you near my backstage. Dear Bop, I hate to say it, but there is some toxic people in our community, but most of us are awesome. You know what? All of us are awesome. Some people just don't know it yet. And LDG puts in the link to his backstage. Join us anytime. Super Blubberpuss says, hello, everyone. Qapla, Super Blubberpuss. What did Thomas say? Rock Solid was in Deej's stream today. Hyped about the Cubs sucking at the moment. Good. Okay, so Rock Solid is in good condition, except mad about his baseball team. That's fine. He'll get over it. Dear Ozzy Prey, oi, I followed your advice and punched the policeman in the mouth when he came to arrest me for animal cruelty because I punched a crocodile in the mouth. Now I'm locked up in jail with 2 other inmates. One called Tinkerbell and the other one called Trixie. They keep dropping $5 bills on the floor. Should I pick them up? Not before you punch them each in the mouth. And then you pick up the $5. Then you're the man with the $10. Then you can choose who to punch. Wait, no. Just punch everybody in the mouth. It solves all the problems. Eventually you get to punch the Prime Minister of Canada in the mouth, and by the laws of Australia. Eventually you get to punch the Prime Minister of Australia in the mouth, and by the laws of the ancient Aborigines of Australians, the last person that you punch in the mouth becomes the new Prime Minister. And then you can pardon yourself. And then you get to make the rules. Joe Biden donated $1. And he says, hello, Nerdrotic. Make sure you get vaccinated or your pets will get COVID, even your fish. Happy Thanksgiving. Remember, tomorrow is Tuesday, Election Day. Hail Caroga, number 22. Oh, that Joe Biden. He's a funny guy. You ever noticed how Joe Biden looks like, that guy? You know who I'm talking about. The big old white guy. They're like brothers. Yeah, it's true. One time I met Joe Biden and he pulled out a knife and I said, that's not a knife. And he says, come on, man, what you talking about? I said, that's a spoon. And he says, I need it for my porridge. But porridge? What the fuck is porridge? He says, it's what I eat. It's what old men eat. And I said, you're in Australia now. We eat crocs. And then he woke up. And I disappeared. Now, it was very meta, Ozzy O'Prey. Dear Bob, where is the Carogan orphan? You keep saying you would come and let me out. Wait, where is the Carogan? Where is the Carogian orphan? You keep saying you would come and let me out so I could come over and party in Caroga. Signed, your friendly destroyer, Harvey Cthulhu. Hey, Harvey, welcome. Harvey, you were not released, though, so it doesn't matter where I tell you Caroga is. Number one, you have no sense of direction. And number two, you can't get here anyway. So, Caroga is 45 miles southeast of Austin's Main Street. And then take a right at the 7-Eleven. And when you hit the Mexican border, you went too far. No. There's Caroga. We'll leave the light on for you, Harvey. Professor Brandy Speck says, see, I told you, you took that entirely out of context. Captain Drax says, Bird of Prey, expect a new clip. Lol, wow. Wow. Okay. I see it is how it is. Rezo Germs is more civilized than actual Aussie law. And Mountains Elysium says, now it's Jamaican O'Prey. No, that was Aussie O'Prey. Mountains Elysium says, have the orphans mind down that far that they might release Harvey. I don't think so, but it's been a while. Wait, why the hell is this camera back? I purposely took the camera away. So I guess there's no point in even turning it off. Now, we're pretty much done. And now that was clearly the wrong button to press. You know what? There we go. That shouldn't have been there, that box. I fixed it. I don't know. Oh, because then it crashed. That was the thing I pressed before the browser, the OBS crashed last time. That was what crashed it. Son of a bitch. Okay, no problem. At least it makes sense. JJ Sith Lord says, don't forget to stop for your big gulp. Oh, on 7-Eleven? You get a free big gulp? I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. But that's fine. Anyway, guys. Thank you all for coming. I'm sorry if I got a bit preachy, but free speech is one of those things, like the like, I don't know, the Electoral College, that is extremely hard to truly understand uh, the genius and the nuance behind it. You think you understand it because your teachers tell you, what they think it means. And you're like, oh, it's easy enough. Free speech is the right to say whatever you want. And the Electoral College, it's about, making sure big states don't control everything. But the true genius behind this stuff is far more complicated than most people ever truly grasp. And messing with it in even the slightest way will cause it to be destroyed. You can't fix, if you don't understand how a car engine works, like an older car engine, a 1965 car engine, a pretty good mechanic could have a pretty good idea how it worked and take it apart and put it back together and rebuild it and, still use it. A 2021 engine, though, with like 500 computer sensors and diagnostics on board and shit, you don't want to be messing around with one of those. You can't put that back together and take it apart and put it back together and expect things to work like they should, because you don't understand the science behind it. And while I think it's terrible, I think the fact that engines have gotten so complicated that we can't figure them out, that a single person can't fix it, I think that's a bad thing. But in terms of our government, the way it's structured, remember, it took some of the smartest people in the world at the time decades. Remember, this wasn't our first government. This was our second. Decades to come up with a system that works. And if you think you can come in and make little patches and edits to it, and you think you're going to do better than those guys, and, well, I'd say guys and women, but it was mostly guys, did 200 plus years ago, no, you're sadly mistaken. We would be lucky to leave things as they are in our government. Free speech, meaning free speech, Electoral College, and other things that we think we know, but we truly don't understand, rather than try to update it for 2020 or 2021 and just cause the entire system to come crashing down. We need to take our hands off. We need to back up, and we need to go back to the way things used to be. Not everything, obviously. I'm not saying we need to roll back, protections on various minority groups or whatever. I'm not saying we need to go back to the days of Jim Crow. That's obviously not what I'm saying. But we do need to go back to the day when we don't get offended at everything everyone says. Okay? There was a pretty good time in this country when we could all laugh together. There was a pretty good time when people of all races were laughing at the same jokes. It was the 90s and the early 2000s. Okay? Now, it's like pick a side, you pick a team, and if you deviate from that, You're the worst person in the world. You're a literal German N-word if you deviate from your group. And that's just bullshit. Total and utter bullshit. So you've got to exercise your freedom of speech like you would exercise a muscle, or you will lose it. And as someone who has lost nearly every muscle in his body, I beg you to not make the mistakes I made and exercise your freedom of speech whenever practical, because I truly believe without exercise, you will become as immobile in your ability to speak as I am in my hospital bed. Resolute Germs has cut that speech into its own video. I will take a look, Resolute, and go back and see if I can, see if it makes sense. Captain Tracks of Bird of Prey, free speech is not free. We must protect it, indeed. And Carlo Albanese says, Kirko Prey, we, the people, have the power. Look at these words, tall words, written larger than the rest. Proud words. We, the people. Indeed, I would, if I do cut that video into its own thing, I will likely do an opening from that TOS episode where Kirk reads the Constitution. Never before. We've gone to other planets that have said the same things in similar way, but never quite, in this, with this perfection. Carl Albany says, praise the soup, Jedi Bill. Enjoy a good brew, Captain Track. And as always, hail Caroga. Hail Caroga, Carlo. And Mountain says, if you don't defend the freedom of speech for everyone, it will be free for no one. Absolutely. We couldn't end it on a more honest note. Qapla all, bird out. But wait, there's more. The video might be over, but there's more fun to be had. First, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have clicked that bell icon to get notifications of new videos in your YouTube feed. Share this video on social media to help this channel fight the algorithm that favors big media. Also check out www.birdoprey5.com for links to my other channels, various social media accounts, merch store, Dear Bop, affiliate links, and all your Birdo Prey 5 needs. At the main Birdo Prey 5 YouTube channel, you can find all sorts of live streams and unlisted videos, YouTube membership options, and a community section with polls and updates on the channel. On the secondary channel, Birdo Prey 5X, you can find overflow content that doesn't always make the main channel. Subscribe to both channels, please. Thanks for watching. Remember, I stream almost every day. This is Birdo Prey 5 saying goodbye, world. Until next time. P.S. Hail Sassy, hail Charlie, and of course, hail Caroga.